What's that sound I hear? It's the quiet from my worn out knobby tire. Oh yeah. 17,719.2 kilometers on my EX30 so far. With the stock tire, the CST. Oh yeah. I will change eventually, but man, really can't complain. So, like halfway through it. Careful, man. Careful. School. 30 kilometers an hour. Hey Siri, play this track from the beginning. Warmer pants.
Electric touch, a soft caress.
Plus 7C.
Lost in time in your embrace. Moments flash like city lights. Forever in endless nights. Hold me close, don't let me go.
pause. Oh, actually, I just have to stop. Look at that. Darknessbot. Auto light and auto volume. Man, life is great. I'm gonna go to school, goes. Yeah, idling on the EX30 while waiting. Oh boy. New bell. Rock Bros, man. Here. If a cop would have seen that on this 50km/h road, and I'm doing 80 on a bike path, yeah man. Yeah. Yeah, so this wheel has been super trusty and reliable. Only the suspension needed to be replaced after around 7,000 kilometers. But I ride in a lot of trash and I jump this at skate parks, you know. And I've done trails on it and stuff. So I'll just do what I can do. And then the suspension number 2, which is an older master suspension, isn't as good. Hey Siri, pause. Found out that she can hear me through my jacket. This is a bit of a dead road, so I'm nowhere nearly as exposed. But still, man. So yeah, I really like this wheel, man. I like it more than the Lynx, actually. The ride feel is just insane, even though the Lynx has more adjustability and this and that cars. So I have the lamp threshold set to 3 km/h. So if I slow down to that, then the light will turn off, which means I can take it into a shop and I can trolley it and the light won't be turning off and on. for the music I have 6 kilometers an hour. From the music I can just pause. This is like the stupidest road ever. We're gonna have cars coming in 2 directions and then we're gonna have people on the left and right. Look at that, the sun is out, man. Unbelievable. Someone's texting, what's going on? Oh jeez. Yay! Female friend of mine was gonna take the theoretical part of the driver's license. And she did it. She succeeded. She passed the test. That's succeeded. Yeah. She's a cool chick. She won Swedish freestyle calisthenics a couple of years back. And she was only 19 then. Crazy. Love this wheel, love this wheel. I am look at this guy. He's got a car behind him, but he's up his own ass listening to music. Man, it's gonna be a long day. Jesus. Don't do it, man. That's for you. Thank you, buddy. Fantastic. Fantastic. My links a lot, but I feel that this one isn't as strong. When it comes to pulling power, and it doesn't have the same adjustability. But just the PWM and the alarms and this, you know, and the way that you can set like super predictable and reliable safety margin alarms. It really allows you to stay within the limits of the wheel. Although the limits of the wheel are a bit misleading. Because if you do hit 80% PWM, it doesn't mean you have 20% safety margin left. Because at 95 you'll be gone already. At 95 you'll be sliding out, you know. Probably in the low 90s you would risk sliding out. So you just have to be aware of that and have the safety margin on your side. Other wheels have more conservative speed, basically, the way they draw power from the wheel and how fast they go. But on the other hand, they will go all the way up to 100%. So you can be there at 99%, you know, hanging by a thread. know, this wheel is like worse than Lynx and Sherman L in every way, especially a Sherman L. You know, because then there's no contest in the capacity, the battery capacity. So the Sherman L is stronger, has better range, even has a go home mode, the low battery mode. Easier to install pads on. Much better suspension. Man, walking on roads looks like a lot of fun. Stupid bastards. So now here at this little McShitter center, they got a sign up: no scooters, no bicycles, blah blah blah. Only once it's happened. Look at this light now. Look at this for glory. Oh yeah. I'm gonna turn off the camera now, otherwise all the criminals here are gonna think I'm filming them. Look at this, they got laxative tea, Max Lax, sesame seed leaves. Sesame leaves, yeah. Jeez Louise, man. Guess I'm inviting some friends over for some surprise tea. Yeah. Hey Siri, what day is it?
It's Monday, December 15th, 2025.
December 15th, and these were packed on the 15th, then we good. There you go. I'm gonna go bring these to Sergey. And we done. Look at this, man. Bastards. I'll get some for myself. I've gotten this far. There we go. I don't stop for bitches. Do, 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 do. That's not a fucking exit. Almost got sucked into the liquor store. Be careful out there, man. Hey Siri, what time is it? Done. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 13:24.
13:24, man. That's 1:24 for you non-military time people. That means I got an hour and a half of daylight left. I can go show you the robots. So I tried the Oryx last week. That Peter was on my EX30. He thought that the suspension was very hard. It's not hard, but I know what he meant, that the ride was rough, you know. I guess it's just, but for me it's great. For me it's great. For street riding, I love it. for street riding, I prefer it. I prefer the suspension to be slower and squishier and so on. Because then I don't get any surprise pogos, man. I've been pogoed a few times on the links, and I got the links on the light side when it comes to springs. I weigh 68 kilos and 70 plus with gear, you know, especially my helmet weighs the most. And I have the 62-pound Lynx 50S, right? We can talk about the 50S and the 50E, but this being 130 volt config, you know, in a 6P, 6 packs in parallel. I was drag racing Nicholas. He was on his Lynx, heavier rider and all, but is that really a disadvantage? And we're like getting up to 70 kilometers an hour, and then after that there's a wall, you know, so you're like braking there before you go and smack up into the wall. So yeah, there were other factors involved, but like fear more than the actual power and ability of the wheel. I'm sure you know that if I change my pads, so this will be the first wheel that I put the sync on, provided that my Velcro is up to snuff. Yeah! Look at that, man. I can do anything. I don't know if she was old or a meth addict or both. When someone's walking around and taking those steps, going down flat-footed, kind of like in the middle of the path, not to the left or the right, you know, and not really aware of what's going on, and their hair's a little messy, then you know you can suck in some dicks today, man. Look at this fella. How cool is that? And at night, we could just wait here for an hour and a half. At night, it's got some LED lights in there. Make it all nice and glowy. So yeah. Got this little mini This is where kids learn about. See, they left me the muddy parts. Thank you, thank you. You guys are fantastic. You're gonna go straight to heaven. So they got this. Look at that, man. Got an overgrown kid on the swing there. Yeah. Doing his Microsoft supports. Maybe some Amazon cards. Green over there, but if you're ready for me, boy, we're gonna finally, man. There we go. There you go, man. So this is where they learn about traffic rules as kids, so that then when they grow up they can ignore them. Stupid. Got a little skate park here. Oh! Man, a little too fast. Got some little jumpies over here. They got a pump track over there. They got everything here, man. Even meth addicts. So yeah, here I've had a lot of fun jumping on the links. after pumping up the suspension yesterday, and I kind of feel like, man, imagine I break the suspension just so that I can do a couple of jumps on film and show you what, oh yeah, the EX30 can do anything. It can, but at a price. I mean, I can do anything too, right? I could probably do anal. Oh, there's another robot. Man, this is muddy. But I will do anything for robots. Amazing, man. And then we got this guy. Who can name what this is? It has a name, right? This style or type of monster. I'm gonna have to zoom in for you guys because I'm not going over to that grass. Sorry, I keep playing with my gloves and the touch screen, and I'm sometimes panning a bit left to right, which is still hard to tell because there's some horizon lock and tracking on the GoPro, so sometimes when you try to do dynamic shots where you tilt the camera left and right, then it will just stay like totally still anyway. Now we got the last one here hiding in the swamp. So I saw these robots for the first time, I think a couple of years back. But I had not seen this one, man. These ones, actually. Yeah. But they're protected by the swamp. So I wouldn't say it's agile, and I wouldn't say it's easy to throw around. People who say that kind of stuff, you know. That's like saying that bicep curls with 30 kilos, right? 70-pound bicep curls, 65-pound bicep curls. That's like saying that it's easy. You know? This is like a very snobbish and elitist attitude. If you do something a lot and you become good at it, then it's you, right? Then you become very strong at that thing. But saying that you can throw around the P6, 6 in Swedish is sex. So P6, there you go. My favorite kind. How did they know? Agile wheels are agile wheels. By definition, they're small, they're light, they'll have thinner tires. My EX30 is comparatively agile compared to this. I was on the EX30 yesterday, man. I went to the gym, then I went shopping. Oh, it was just like la 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 la, you know. And then I'm thinking that this is a small wheel. It's not a small wheel. It's comparatively a small wheel. And you know that how my EX30 has one bad pack? So when I took that pack out, I have both packs on one side, right? Because a lot of people talk about the imbalance of the wheel and this and that and blah blah blah. Man, I can do a stoppie on it, you know. I can do a stoppie and then like try to float in the middle. It's not heavy to one side. It's impossible. The weight is so close to you in the middle. You know, otherwise I would be leaning to my, on which side did I have the orchidectomy? I haven't played with my balls in so long, I forget. But yeah, anyway, I'd be leaning to one side. One of the things I hate the most, besides this wind, is going back the same way. But on the other hand, I did play a lot of Ridge Racer when I was younger, and some of the tracks were just the same track but backwards. There was this little sun in Sweden, in Stockholm, was in 1934, in a December month. There's a dog and that chick are checking out the bike path, making sure that it's properly built. Yeah. Yeah. At least the dogs knew something was up. People aren't particularly talkative here, you know. Like, what's the word? Recluse, you know. Just like they're very homeish and stuff like that. Except when they're young. Oh my God, when they're young. When they're young, they're crazy. They will rack up a body count like there's no tomorrow. Some of my female friends, man, can tell me some stories. It's crazy. Jesus. Looping back and looping back and looping back. I kind of want to pause because we're going back the same way and I can continue over there, but you never know. A rabbit might come out, a deer might come out, something. Since the battery packs are low on this wheel, the center of mass is also lower. This makes it super stable. The tire though on this C40, right? It's a C40, so it's got wider magnets and therefore a wider rim. That also means that tires are wider on it, a little bit shorter, wider. Not by much, but enough to be noticeable on the tire's behavior. And just the CST in particular becomes very high gyro, while the S22 stock tire or the Kenda Navi, the K262, that would just be like perfectly linear. also gotta watch out for mud. Oh no, 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 get off the line. Get off the line. Jesus. I'm wearing some different shoes today. They're a tiny, tiny bit on the cold side. They're a bit lower than my regular shoes, so there's more space between me and the footbox, which is making it a bit looser than normal. Which means I'm not able to be as aggressive on my leaning here and there, and my footwork and whatnot, you know, but I think that's good practice too. Plus I'm always cheating anyway because I got my foam side pads. It's just that I like riding on my toes, on the balls of my feet, so I gotta make sure that there's something there so I don't fall off at that point. Hey Siri, resume playback. In soft mode and I ride flat like an Asian girl. Yeah! So I'm down. I started at 132.6 volts. I'm now at 128.7 volts. I've done 25.6 fake kilometers, so that's not with a reduction, and my top speed was 71 kilometers an hour with minus 13% reduction. On my max PWM was 68, man. 68. That's less than 1 for 1. Right? Yeah, so people really stick to themselves a lot, you know, and they're, no. Like I say, a country of introverts. That my feet are so far forward because these shoes are lower. It's just killing me. I just have to remember that I'm good, that I'm safe. The other day I was at the gym. I can't do handstands or any inversion. I thought it would be for 1 month, but it's for several months. Siri, resume playback. Countering when seated. If I do get hit sideways by a gust of wind, man, it sucks. Especially when holding a GoPro. It's terrible. Ugh. Alright, windy day, stand. But that's me. My friends who are good at riding seated, and experience, they prefer to sit on windy days. I'll go this way. Get very used to riding a certain way. Riding with feet forward, being further in front, has its advantages. Braking is not one of them. I prefer to choose in such a way that it's equal. I want my braking power to be equal to my acceleration. Unless you're doing something specific where you just require a lot of acceleration and effortless riding, and you know that you're not going to do a lot of braking, then go ahead, tilt down the wheel, whatever. Tilt it down, be on the front, the front of the pedal, the edge in front of the pedal, and the toe line is great for leverage. The molester, touching all the buttons. Someone just texted me, better be good. Yeah. Stick to your side, you bastard. Yeah. They're past these retards. Careful. Whoa, careful. Since they're doing some rebuilding on this road here, they moved the bike path here. That's where we have Mess Ingrid and her shopping cart. across without looking. You're a stupid woman. Feminism gone wrong. We've been curling women for so long in this country. Oh my god, you guys, you suck. So they think they can do anything. And not only in ability and capability, but also in privilege. It's crazy. Something that's super funny in Sweden is that you can get fined or even 6 months of jail if you insult someone in such a way that it feels that it lowers or affects their integrity and value as a person. And I mean, I've called a lot of people whores in my times, right? Oh boy. I call people retards, I call people whores, I call them Mr. Dick and Balls, I call them stupid ass, I call them assholes. But especially whores. I always try to stay within the lines, you know, as if it's a racetrack. Sorry for impressing you. Sorry for being part of the patriarchy. I don't think that's the real Sweden, man. Expect people to go stand and leaning. Instead saying that the grizzly fell off and sold cell phone. Come on. Nothing will save you. Don't play Russian roulette. That means I worked a bit last week. There you go, man. Because I not working, You want to hear about that story? I got it all lined up. But yeah, isn't working. Help the fella with his computer and some other stuff at home. Just at the wheelchair place, help him for a couple of hours. There you go. He sends me money. I go buy chicken and rice. There you go. Chicken and rice. Work for 2 hours. So you can have chicken and rice for a week. Yeah! Do it again. Do it again. Enough money to live my life and do the things I want to do, and I have the wheels I have. I still got my cat even, with the one pack not registering. I'll see about that motherboard shenanigans, but in the end, the more money you have, the more you spend. And even though I have savings, I don't really have to burn through them at a crazy rate. I was tempted to get a P6. I was tempted. But what have I done differently today on the P6 versus the EX30? Could I have leaned more? Would have changed my life. This old fella has got his own way of crossing. He doesn't even use the crosswalk. He goes corner to corner. Because the Swedish way is to not make other people's problems your problem, but make your problems everybody else's problem. What? Oh man. Oh boy. Problem? Excuse me, officer, what seems to be the problem? Jeez, man. Jeez. I'm just calling her retard in my mind, so I feel already that the cops are on their way for this future crime. Oh my god! Do you have turning signals, you retard? Shit. Oh yeah.